right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Sorry I did not get on yesterday. I said I was going to test to see if it was the streaming software that was causing NinjaTrader to crash, and it was because I did not get any crashing at all yesterday. So I tried to figure out what it was with Streamlabs because I use Streamlabs when I'm streaming my gaming stuff. But when I typed it in Google, it was saying that a lot of people use OBS Studios versus Streamlabs because OBS is way less taxing on your processor. So I went ahead and I used it. And that's where we are right now. Good morning, Randwolf. Good morning. Good morning. So I'm hoping that I can keep from having to deal with the crashing now, but we'll see. We will see. So at the moment, I have only taken one trade this morning, and it was a break even. It's over here. It was a break even. So it ended up losing like one tick or something. So I'm just down a couple of bucks. So far this week, I'm down like 250 on each account. I do have the top account doubling contracts today. I highly doubt we get enough movement for me to be able to get my drawdown on that particular account where I need it to be. It renews on Monday. So, and I'm missing about $700 from the drawdown, which is what's most important. I know a lot of people like to get their accounts back to break even as far as the balance goes. For me, it's important for the balance and the threshold to be where it needs to be. So that's kind of where we're at right now. And we'll see what happens. For me, what was most important this week was just getting used to kind of the big changes that I made this past weekend. And even though I'm down like 250 per account, I'm actually not supposed to be. I know the last time I streamed, what was that, Wednesday? I think I had one win, like 5 losses, and a break even. So that particular day is when I noticed that I need to not take trades around my pivot level, which is the yellow dots here. I was telling my mom the other day that sometimes you kind of notice certain patterns, but because they might only happen a couple of times a week, you don't really pay attention to the fact that, like, oh, I lost that twice this week. But when it happened twice in one day, I was like, okay, now hold on. Let me go back, and back test just this particular thing, if I have trades that are around my pivot level, and most of the time they lose. So, good example right here. I had a valid setup right here, and you could see that it happened around the pivot level. It was a sell, and it immediately lost, right? Then I had another trade about here, the sell right here. But because it happened around my pivot level, I did not take it. Now, that particular one would have won, but I would be 1-1 right now. So most of the time, if I take a trade around the pivot level, I'm going to lose. So like right now, I have a trade setting up. It just hit the pivot level. I'm not going to take it. What I do need to test is like certain divergences that happen around the pivot level. I should be fine. I should be. But I don't even know if I'm going to test it. Honestly, I think I'm just going to, hey, if it's around the pivot level, just don't take it. And that's fine because it doesn't hit the pivot level every single day. It's only a couple of times a week that it starts trading around the pivot level. And I kind of treat this pivot level like the mid VWAP level, where I don't do a whole lot of stuff around the mid VWAP level. And my thought process is these are major levels where the market is basically deciding if it's going to continue in the direction it has been or if it's going to take a pivot and change direction. And so because of that, it makes no sense to trade around these levels. Because you can get caught in a lot of chop because it's trying to make a decision as far as what it wants to do. So I think when I back tested last night, for this week, even with it being extremely slow, I should have like 8 wins, 2 losses, and no break evens this week. So for me, that's what's most important is like, okay, when I make whatever tweaks, changes, anything that needs to happen, when I make those things to make things better, I want to make sure that I'm keeping myself out of losses, but not keeping myself out of too many wins. And that's kind of what's been happening this entire year that I've been creating my strategy is sometimes I make all of these tweaks and I think I'm helping myself, but in reality, I'm not because I'm keeping myself out of too many wins. So I think where I'm at now, I should be okay. And I kind of figured I would have to make a couple of tweaks this week because of how major of a difference my trading I'm trading the exact same way but not at the same time. I'm just taking volume into more consideration than I was before. So I expected this week for me to like have to make some tweaks or whatever, but yeah, I think that I should be okay. And I'm most happy about the fact that I am going into the new year with everything kind of solidified. So it's like a reset and a refresh for me. And I'm excited to see what can come next week. I did trade yesterday. I just ended break even, nothing major. I think I only lost, I'm pretty sure I only lost commissions yesterday. Let me check to see. If I, yeah, I did. Let's see. I'll just show you. Just for transparency purposes. Oh, why did you open up over there? That's stupid. Oh, because I opened the wrong thing. Where did I just save this at? Oh, in downloads. I thought I did. Okay, maybe not. No. All right, there we go. Except I want to open it in. Here we go. Maybe not paint. All right, so I'll zoom in. Bring it across. So this was my P&L yesterday. Like I said, I had 2 trades. I had a loss and a win, and the loss was I ended up back testing that particular thing, and I just wasn't even realizing that thing. Yeah. So anyway, so I should have only had the 1 win yesterday, but I won one, lost one, and seeing the fact that like, okay, all I lost was $3 per account I love that because I literally just this week changed my take profit to 24 ticks so that when I do end up with a loss and a win, I'm pretty much for real breaking even versus my wins before was like $101, but the losses was 113. So if I ended up with a win and a loss, I was still down like $12. So still trading around the pivot point and the mid VWAP level. So I don't expect much movement here. Um, like I said, I know I'm not gonna get that first account back where it needs to be. So as soon as I'm done trading for the session, I'm gonna go ahead and blow that one, or at least attempt to. It might end up happening where just like the last account I tried to do it, it didn't work, and I ended up just keeping it where it was. Um, but I'm gonna attempt to blow it, and if I do end up getting the threshold back to 2,500 and the balance back to 50,000, which is only down like $200 basically, then I'll just keep it where it is versus blowing it for the renewal. So we'll see. I might just end up having to keep my charts open into the afternoon just to be able to just throw a trade on there and allow it to blow, because the market is literally not moving. So hopefully I have enough time to be able to do it. I'm actually really happy that I'm not having any crashes with OBS Studios. I'm going to have to get used to using this though, because it's such a different setup than Streamlabs. I like the interface and the I guess ease of use of Streamlabs. OBS just looks weird and I don't really like it much, and I can't get like my 30-second countdown to work, and I also can't get the thanks for watching video that I put up at the end. I can't get that to work either. So yeah, once I figure that out, maybe I'll be convinced, but we'll see. I'm definitely going to keep using the regular Streamlabs though when I'm gaming, so we'll see. Oh man, check on my friends to see how they're trading today. I was looking at TradeOpay where it says my largest win is 1,100. Well, yeah. Having issues with Rhythmic. For every trade it takes, it doubles it after closing. What do y'all be doing with y'all settings? I don't understand. Um, what did we get to? 17,131. What's the low? Oh. It's like a less than 70 point range. All right. Okay. See, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20. Got the bounce there. Hopefully we can reverse up and start getting some sales in. I got banned from Top Step Discord. So a lot of people that should be banned from the Apex one. Stop loss at 28. I just stop loss so far. Stop loss is all the way down here. No drop frames. And it's only using 1% of my CPU. I don't know why Streamlabs is so heavy. I did notice that my processor use went from 8 to 10% with everything that I, had open along with NinjaTrader. And as soon as I open Streamlabs, before I even hit the stream button, my processor use goes all the way up to 48 to 55%. I thought NinjaTrader was heavy. Clearly not. So, you know what? Let me check to see what it is with OBS. And I don't need that anymore. Let's do that. like that. All right. Yeah, I'm at only like 19%. That's a huge difference. I wonder what, let's see. I don't even see. What is that? Oh, yeah. See, OBS only has one thing open where Streamlabs had like five, and it's on a normal priority, and it's not overloading my system, which I still feel like being at 50% shouldn't even be an overload anyway, but whatever, I guess. Who tagged me in something? Oh. So much consolidation. I do want to make sure it looks how it's supposed to. And it does. All right. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that wouldn't be. Just waiting to see what the market is going to do. It's stuck between all of my levels are like extremely close together, and they have been for a while, since like really since the open. They haven't really moved, so it's just kind of been trading in this same little range. Just it tried to break out a couple times, came right back inside. Try to do a little something, figured nope, we're gonna go back in. Oh, we got a breakout. Thank you. Jeez. Can we get some decent movement for the last hour and a half? Maybe. All right. 991. No, don't go yet. Jeez. I wanted to get into the sale, but I couldn't. I needed more volume to push it. I don't think it's going to hold, but we'll see. Wasn't enough volume here for me to feel comfortable. And I would have lost. Good call on my part. Probably going to consolidate a little bit here. We're near the lows of the session. Plus a VWAP here. My minor level is right here as well. Just a lot going on in this little area. You know, that is something I want to look at though, because Excuse me. Didn't I think I did. Oh, I probably can do that. Wait, was that a... I probably can. One more thing for me to look at. It's just creating double bottoms and double tops, and there's another double bottom there. Alright, I'll need it to pull back around here if I decide to get into the sale. We got an hour and 20. Some more then. Rand, how are you doing this morning with your session? If you're still there. Oh, that's the other thing I don't like with... I just realized that. Maybe? No. What is that? Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, we finally got some movement. That's nice. What is it? 3. Okay. 1018. Just taking out the lows of the session. I don't want to take the divergence back up only because there was a double bottom, then a double top, and then the lower low. If there was only one of these, like a double bottom with a lower high or something, or even the lower low to the double top to the lower low, I would be cool. But I don't like taking any trade when the last two swings were double bottom, double top, or double top, double bottom combo. So, let's see. I really feel like I should. I don't know if I want to multiply by. Well, no. I'll just trade normal. I was going to try to go ahead and max out the contract. Well, not max because that's 10. That's a bit much. I was going to increase my contract size on the account that I need to either purposely fail or get back to $2,500 threshold. I was going to do it while I'm in my trading session, but I kind of like to keep my numbers correct while I'm trading on the stream. And then if I need to blow it, I'll blow it after the stream is over. What did I say that number was? 1018. The yellow dotted line is how far I need the pullback to go in order for me to be able to get into a sale, but it's a dynamic level, so it moves. It's not static. So that's why I've kind of moved it as price dropped. Trying to see if I can find the post. Somebody asked me for the post of the person who posted about getting their profits removed because of news trading, but they were trying to say they traded their normal ICT setup and all this other stuff. But the reality is they entered 90 seconds before a high impact news event, exited 15 seconds after, which I'm pretty sure they just had to take profit. They increased their contract size when they went to trade it. It was just a lot going on. It was. And at the end of the day, they were upset because they removed the profits. But if windfall news trading is against their rules, rules and they deemed your trading to be windfall news trading. You increased your contract size. You typically make $500 to $1,000 per trade, but you made 5,100. You increase your contract size from two, an average of 2 to 3 to 5. I mean, why would they let you keep it in your account? Because if they do that, then they would be paying you out that money at some point, but it's against their rules. So I don't understand what that person wanted from Apex. Like, what do you expect? My God, this is a big drop. I'll need it to go down quite a bit more in order for me to get into a buy, possibly. But I also have to have enough volume to feel comfortable trading because of the way it came off of the VWAP. The market dropped so much, it just I didn't even realize the chart looked crazy like that. All right, so that's and I need the VWAP to get away. The VWAP stays close to my entry. I won't be able to trade it, but I will be able to trade on the sale if the sale happens. What is that? 13.15. Get away, VWAP, please. That was a good call there. I'm glad I didn't get into that buy because of the double bottom, double top combo. Needed to pull back there for me to get into a sale. Looking for a sale around 13 for now. Unless this does too much and invalidates itself. And I need to look at that. That would have been a very nice buy. It just didn't go down far enough for me. I need to make a note of that actually. Ew. I don't like that. like that at all. What? Come on. We love to see it. That is the one thing I do want to. I gotta make note of that to myself. But technically, no. I lied. I don't want to do it. I lied. Not looking for any buys at this point. Not yet. The VWAP deviation levels are widening, which is nice because they've been tight literally all week. See, I'm still down for the week. Yeah, because I'm still down like, okay. No sales right now. We got positive volume here from like here up. don't know for sure. If it pulls back to my mid-level here, I still can't trade it because of how it popped off of my minor level right here. My mid-level's there and my major level's up there. Plus we got the VWAP running through too. Oh, Jesus. All right, yeah, definitely cannot trade. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. All right, I'm gonna remove these lines because sometimes they confuse the hell out of me because I can't see what's under them. All right, I need that swing down to be quite a bit in order for me to want to get into a buy. This would have been a really nice sale right here. Unfortunately, I don't trade my 1 bar pullbacks after 10 o'clock. But that was a really nice trade though. And because of that, I can't take the next 2 bounces. Well, maybe the sell going back down I can. Has to pull back though, which I don't think it's going to. We'll see. It looks like it's trying to push pretty strong off of the VWAP. Oh my god, I thought my I thought everything crashed. I was gonna get so upset. Oh, I was gonna be so mad. Like, I thought I fixed it. We are dumping. Are y'all okay? All right, I'm looking for a sale around 90.50. If this doesn't push up more, if it does, all right. What do we have there? 588. All right, now I'm looking around 91.50. Can we hold? Yes, no, maybe so. Nope. Yes, no, maybe so. Looking for a buy around 0.5. Not yet though. All right, now I am. All right, not looking for buys anymore. I am, well, now I am more so by divergence though. The entry's at 91 right now. But it's gonna start moving. It's at 90.50. Guess I was just a little too early on the sale. Stopped me out at 97. The high was 99.50. So, but I have tight stop losses for a reason. That just created an outside bar to keep going down. The entry right now is at 79.50. I would draw the line, but it doesn't translate over very well. So the entry would be here, so it looks like I'm under a trend line when I'm not. I don't know why the drawings don't always correlate well when you're looking at different charts. My back is starting to hurt. $78 is the new entry. 75. This thing is dumping. I'm still gonna keep my buy entry because it follows my rules. If whatever happens, happens. It's divergence. The fact that it has gone down like 50 points from my sell entry is so annoying. When I just got stopped out. I hate that. But what can you do? I do need to look at re-entries on the outside bar that I get stopped out of because a lot of times it's literally just creating an outside bar to continue going exactly where I thought the market was going. And typically, if the trade is actually going to lose, like reverse before it would hit my take profit, it won't create an outside bar. So I shouldn't get caught up in like losing two trades in a row or anything. What is that up there? 1.7. Yeah, it's all right. Right now, I'm looking for a sell around 64.50. As long as my entry stays below 69.25, and as long as it does not go up any further. What is that level? 77. No, I'm actually going to not take this one. It went back and touched my, yeah, touched my major level up there. Which this would have been the trade, but it went too far. Literally one tick too far for me. That would have been a pretty decent trade. It did come really close to my stop loss a couple of times, but it's something I kind of stay away from. But I'm starting, when it hits my major level to a tick, I usually am not affected as much as if it hits my minor or my mid level that way. But I don't really trade. I trade more like divergence around my major level and not just regular pullbacks, because typically that's a pretty deep pullback for it to come all the way to my major level down back here. So yeah, we got about 30 minutes left. Not sure if I'm gonna get any more trades in, but I'm pretty much break even minus commissions, which I'll take. I mean, uh-oh. Yes, for another 30 minutes. All right, I'm looking for a buy around 50.50. See if we can hold it going up. Mm. This is wild movement. It's like the market has done absolutely nothing all week and now it's trying to move a little bit. Don't hit the break even. It's not what I wanted. I was 2 ticks away from taking profit. Now we wait again. It hit my minor level here and just dropped. The minor level and the VWAP both just pushed it back down. Still pretty much break even minus commissions. What is this? 371. All right. Looking for buy divergence again, but it's gonna have to come down some more. I need more of a volume push down. So 1033. No, I don't want you to go up yet. You know what? Did I have that? I did. I actually just realized I'm that sale at 10:07. I was actually supposed to be in that. Damn it. Dang. That sucks. To miss a win always sucks. All right, let's see. All right, the sale is invalidated at the moment. How did I? Oh, I know why. That was a really nice sell off, too. Now I'm going to have to make sure I go back to see if that happened any other time. I can't believe I missed it. Well, yes, I can. I expect to miss trades right now just because of the major overhaul I did. It's definitely expected at this point, at least right now. I forgot how to. Oh. I can't believe I missed that. I'm gonna spend this weekend really trying to like drill my new rules in my head so I don't have to use my cheat sheet as much. It was a lot easier to use my cheat sheet this week because the market was so slow. But I know that once volume returns next week, it's going to be a lot harder to do. So, All right, so the only way I'll be able to get into a sell is if we pull all the way back to my major level back here. I'll get into a divergent sell. But if it pushes down from here, I'm not getting in. We got 15 minutes to see. The volume wasn't the worst today, but I'm definitely used to seeing more. It's typically by 11 o'clock, well, when the market slowed down around the holidays, like around Thanksgiving, I'm typically used to seeing like 275,000 volume by the time I get off at 11, and it's only at about 233 right now. But it's way better than it has been for the last week. Mm. All right, no sales at this point. Got about 13 minutes left. These were all pretty decent. All right, 11 minutes left. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get another trade in or not. These were two really good buys. I just couldn't get into them. I mean, those were really, really good buys. If I can get another buy-in in the next 10 minutes, I just need a pullback first. And it pretty much has to pull back like 10.8 points from where it is right now. I need the market to kind of get, I don't want to say stuck, but I need it to kind of stay around here before I get into a buy. And actually, I still can't get in anyway. I need it to pull down a little bit more to like 65. Well, it did go. I needed to go to 65 and then push up from there. Do you want to do it? I'm glad I didn't get into that buy. It might actually push up from here. I don't like trading extensions. There it goes. Would have just hit my take profit. I am looking to get into a sell around 71.50 if it happens in the next 5 minutes. $76 is my new entry. But we only got about 2 minutes left. 3 minutes. I'm still mad I just totally forgot about that one sale. It was like an alternative pullback for me. I have like regular pullbacks and then I have like an alternative one, which the alternative one is basically based off of like a trend change versus the regular one is, hey, it's been in an uptrend and it's just a pullback, versus the alternate one is, hey, we changed from a sell to a buy and it's the first buy pullback of the new uptrend, and vice versa for sales. And so when the trend changes like that, I don't have as many rules set, mainly because a lot of things don't really affect it as much because it's the trend change. So there was enough volume to push the new trend. So a lot of things that matter when you're kind of riding pullbacks of a trend that's already been there don't matter when it's a brand new trend. So I just completely just failed to remember that. All right, let's trade. Let's see what happens. No matter what, on that first account, I'm definitely going to blow it as soon as I get off of here. I should have just went with more contracts on this particular trade just to, hey, whatever happens, happens. Are we going to get the push down or what? The longer I'm in trades, the more I'm like, ugh. Nope. All right. Okay, so this is where we ended today, which is kind of annoying because I would have been at break even had I taken the one trade I just completely neglected. Um, so this account here I'm gonna blow. The second account, the only other account that has renewal coming up is this bottom account down here, but that doesn't renew until Friday. So what I'm likely going to do is double the contract starting Monday, and whatever happens, happens. The other accounts have less than $1,000 drawdown. This account here only has like 700. That one has 940, and that one has 950. I'm not too worried about it. I know I'm still kind of in the process of like making sure everything is where I want it to be. So I've been rotating these same 5 evals for a very long time. My account numbers are 17 through 22. I'm missing 19. Um, but even with those, they only got that high because when I first bought them, they were 50% off. So when I saw 60% monthly, or I think it was 60, I canceled all of them to buy new ones. And then I think I did the same thing at 70 and then the same thing at 80. So I have not paid for any resets or anything since like February, especially once I learned that you reset for free. um but yeah, so we'll see next week. Next week, hopefully I can just dig myself out of the hole and actually pass the $25,000 accounts, the first $50,000 account is not going to come back until the second week of January. So I'll only be trading 4 accounts next week. And then I'll just be kind of going from there. So I thank you guys for tuning in today and all week. And next week I'll start doing like daily recaps and weekly recaps as well. And just kind of going from there. Yes, every day is a new adventure. And every week is as well. I feel really good going into the next week though. Like I said, this week I just wanted to hone in on my rules and just kind of remembering things and just making sure that I'm noticing the patterns that kind of created the rules that I have, if that makes sense, and just kind of going from there. So we'll see. But thanks for tuning in. Rand, if you're still trading, I hope that you've been doing well so far this session. And Happy New Year. Be safe. And I will see you guys next year.